Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom to Israel and the servants. We're back at it again on Feed the Flock Friday. All right. Today, title today is All Nations Are Against Israel and against God's chosen people. We're gonna go into this because it's a lot of prophecies unfolding and there's a lot of things taking place. And a lot of our people are getting caught up in the mix because they're not repenting and coming back to the most high God. You go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Come, this is Brother Sapar, Shabbat Shalom. Hey man, we at it again. It's time for our people to realize what times we are in and actually start taking heed to what's also going to happen soon. Because we're in the times, man. Whether you believe it or not, we are. And we gotta stop being asleep to these things. We gotta wake up in these last days.
All praises, King. All praises. You go ahead and give me that first precept.
Come on. This is First Peter chapter 5 and verse number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Feed the flock of God, which
Shalom,
is among you."
Salaki,
Oh,
King.
fuck.
I got my brother Mattathias joining.
Shalom, y'all. Shalom.
God,
Look at
Shalom.
that.
Yahweh Shabbat.
What's going on, Kings?
All praises,
Hey, all
King.
praise
Yeah,
the Most High, man.
you
Came
right
right
on
on time.
time, King. Yes, sir.
It's been one
You
of
go
them
ahead
weeks.
and
Right
yeah,
on
you go
time.
ahead and introduce yourself, Mattathias.
Brother Mattathiah, the servants Philly. Shalom to the a short Shabbat. Shalom to everybody.
All praises. Shalom, brother. All right, go ahead and get that first precept, First Peter 5:2.
Con. This is First Peter chapter 5 and verse number 2. It says, "Feed the flock of God, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind."
What we're here to do as the servants in the service assembly, all the brothers in the service, we're here to feed the flock of God. We're commanded by Yahweh Shah and the Most High God to feed his flock until he returns. All right, keep reading, King.
Verse 3, "Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but
Mhm.
being examples to the flock."
We are the lords over God's heritage. His heritage is the law, statute, commandments. And we are an example. We're going to do them, we're going to show, and we're going to teach. All right. All the law, statutes, and commandments that we're commanded to do by God. So today's title is All Nations Are Against God's Chosen People. We always, if you go to our previous videos weeks before, we always bring it out knowing that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. All right, they're spread out through all the four corners of the earth. That's based off Deuteronomy 28:64, and so on down. They'll be going through curses. They'll be oppressed by all nations, and they'll be scattered in all nations. You know, our job as a prophet of God is to preach to them and teach them who they are so they can come back and repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of God. All right. You got anything on that guy on that title, Mattathiah?
God, yeah, man. Listen, they take crafty counsel against the children of Israel, man. Right? To keep
Right.
us in subjection, to keep us low, to make sure that we can never get on top. Because they know that as they're slowly losing their kingdom, they're realizing more and more that these prophecies that come in this Bible are true. And they already knew that, but it just gives them that extra added bit of security or insecurity, I should say, because their destruction is nigh, right? That they have the people of the Most High God in subjection. But I'll yield. Go ahead, King.
All praises. Yeah, that's true, man. They just don't know. A lot of people don't know that God chosen people. Well, they have some kind of spiritual meaning, but they don't have it to it's God's law. So, and not
Right.
knowing who you are, that means you're not gonna follow God's laws, and you're gonna be following the other nations. And that's when your oppressor will have their strong arm over you. That's when the other nations can make you do whatever you want. They want you to do if
Right.
you're following their ways. So you got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, which we commanded through the Bible. All right, give me the scripture. Go ahead and give me because we're gonna start with Jacob and Esau because there was hatred going. There was
Mhm.
let's go to Genesis 4:8 because the first hatred was seen in the Bible was between two brothers. All right, so we're gonna show that in Genesis 4:8 when Cain killed his brother Abel. He unalived his brother. Just read that scripture, King.
Come, this is Genesis chapter 4 and verse number 8.
Mm-hmm.
"And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him."
Cain rolled up against Abel, his brother, his blood brother, and slew him and took him out. So this hatred for your brethren has been going on before the flood and in the first few chapters of the Bible between two brethren that came from the same blood mother. Y'all got anything on that? Because that was the first signs of hatred on the earth when Cain slew his brother Abel. You got anything on that, brothers?
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I got this right preset.
And that hatred been going on through the earth for a very, very long time. And it's still on there. That hatred that he had towards his brother Abel, it's been going on the earth till this day, to 2026. So we're seeing her brethren hating their brother and slewing their brethren. And that's going on in Israel. That's going on in the other nations. That's going on with the nations against Israel. So we're coming this all throughout the earth. It's evils all throughout the earth.
So, like, let me get St. Matthew 23 and start at 33.
This is St. Matthew chapter 23 and verse number 33. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell?
So this is Christ. He's saying, yo, ye serpents. He's talking about all these other nations that keep us in captivity, that keep destroying the people of the Most High God, right? The people that keep shooting you, right? The people that keep destroying you physically, mentally, spiritually. This is who he's talking about. He's calling them serpents and vipers, right? Go ahead.
Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets.
Hey, Salaki, hold on. And he said, how can you escape the damnation of hell, right? Because the prophecy tells you that Esau is going to be utterly destroyed. When you read Obadiah, when you read Zephaniah, Zechariah, when you read Nahum and Habakkuk, they all talk about the same thing, and it's destruction of our enemies, but chiefly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But read on.
And wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify,
What's going to happen to the prophets, the wise men, and the scribes?
and some of them ye shall kill and crucify.
Amen. Listen, just like our forefathers, they're going to kill and crucify us for speaking His word, for teaching the truth that the Most High God gave to us about these other nations. Right? Read on.
And some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues,
Mhm.
and persecute them from city to city.
You already see that, man. Trump got National Guard rolling out soon in all these cities, right? He got his ICE agents unaliving people all over the place, shooting people in the leg, shooting his own people, right? And there's a mass uproars over that. But where was the uproars when you was deporting our Northern Kingdom brothers, right? Read on.
That upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth,
Mm-hmm.
from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias,
Wait.
son of
You gotta read that slow. From the blood of who?
from the righteous blood of Abel.
Of Abel, our forefather Abel. He was righteous. His sacrifice that he gave to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua was righteous, right? Unlike his brother Cain, right? That's why Cain slew him, right? But read on.
Unto the blood of Zacharias,
Mm-hmm.
son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar.
Right? Go ahead, read on.
Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation.
Amen. So unaliving and destruction, right? Famine and the sword, all that's going to come upon the enemies of the Most High. But it has to start with us first. He got to cleanse his own temple first. And then all these other nations going to get destroyed right behind that. But how you? Go ahead, King.
All praises. That's a beautiful precept you brought up, Mathiah. You tied it back into that Cain and Abel. That hatred that he had towards his brother, he put his brother to death, man. That hatred is, like he said, still them evils are going on to the last days till Yahweh shall return. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up right here. The 18 nations in the Bible. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this window up and let me know, guys, you see it. Can you guys see? All right. This is the table of nations here. These are the so-called names that we use today. On the left, Israel is Yasharallah. We're the 12 tribes of Israel, which is the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We come out of our forefather Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the other nations. All right. So these are all the other nations that are against Israel and Jacob's seed. All right. You got Edom and Elam, Moab, Ishmael, Cush, Ammon. All these are their biblical names, the ancient names are of these people that are today. You got anything to say on this before we go into further? So we can show the viewers basically who are the other nations.
Right. But I did want to bring up this one precept based off on, Edom does have a perpetual hatred against our people.
Right.
Bring out Ezekiel 35 for me right quick, please. Ezekiel 35. I think we should go ahead and get to the point. Verse 5.
All right, let me link the viewers back in while you get that precept. Viewers, tonight, the Feed Flock Friday, we are going into all nations are against God's chosen people. And we're going to show you out of the biblical text, out of the Bible. And we're going to go precept upon precept, show videos, and give you guys proof, because we don't prove nothing without showing the proof out of the Bible. Go ahead, fellas.
It's a lock. I'm going to start that from verse 2, right? So while he's got that on the screen, they can see who Esau Edom is. So, right? So I'm going to read this. Right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. It says, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because thou has a what?
A perpetual hatred.
A perpetual means continually. That's forever. It never stops. Keep going.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. In the time that
Salaki. Isn't that what's going on right now? Like when the brother mentioned, isn't that what's going on with ICE? They just killing our brothers and sisters out there? Like they have no care in the world what they do. Like they're not giving no grace and no mercy to our people. Like they just doing all sorts of evil. And guess who's, and we all know who the head of it is, Donald Trump. Keep going.
God, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
And with all that going on, it's just going to turn right back on them. As much evil as they keep doing, at that time, they're going to realize after all the killings they did, the Most High is watching all of this. So guess what? After every kill that our enemies have done against our people, it's going to come millions times worse. So it's just adding up until this point right here. It's going to be pools of blood when the Most High Yahweh are finished with that enemy nation, the main enemy nation. You see this in red right there. That's really who he's going to target, because they have done more killings, just more calamity, just you name it. The list just goes on. Like it's a list to where it's ongoing. It just never stops. But are you okay?
Oh God! To prove that these curses are going to go back on these other nations, I'm going to start at Deuteronomy 30, and I'll start at verse 5 for context. It says, And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. So this is the promise that he's given to the children of Israel, that repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. He's going to set them back in their own land, right? In verse 6, it says, And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. So when you keep these commandments, you're going to live. You'll be back in the land of milk and honey, right? You'll be back with cattle, right? All types of acreage and farmland and everything, right? The Most High is going to provide all that for you, right? But for the enemies, right? It says, verse 7, And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So that's just to prove the point that, listen, Esau, Edom is chief to get the destruction, but all the other nations as well for what they've done to the children of Israel.
King, yeah, these are the nations that we got to keep up here. We got to keep them up here so our listeners can see. All right, there's a reason why this one is. This is probably the Edom is going to be the last kingdom that the Most High come back and redeem His people from, because every kingdom, every nation that had the Israelites in captivity were in rulership. Let me say that once more time. Every kingdom from the beginning of the Bible, all the way from Egyptian captivity, all the way to Babylon the Great. Any nation that had the children of Israel in oppression and in captivity or captivity were rulers over the earth. So we know for a fact who rules the earth today. Edom.
Mm-hmm.
The EU. Those nations rule the earth. They go, they put other nations into subjection. They go to other countries and take presidents. They go to other countries and take resources. This kingdom has the most military power and the most wickedness going on in their nation. And they're the most hypocritical people on the earth, because they do things, they say things, and they don't back it up. They do opposite. All right. They let their people get away with things with unarmed unalivings. Senseless unalivings due to the children of Israel through slavery, transatlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, and things of that nature. And all these kingdoms, all these nations, they work together against the children of Israel. They all work together to keep. They say, "Hey, we know these Negroes is God chosen people. We know these Native Americans are God chosen people, but we got to keep them down because God is on their side once they're in rulership. So we have to keep them not knowing who they are, not knowing their heritage, and not knowing what they're supposed to be doing and how to serve God. So they give us Christianity, they give us Muslim, they give us all these other denominations to keep us confused. All right, give me Deuteronomy 7:6, because he said something special about the seed of Jacob, which is Israel, the children of Israel. God says something special about these people, and God is very, very separate. When it comes to Israel, he separates us from everybody else. And the other nations do not like that. They don't like that God is on our side. They don't like that God comes to our rescue when we pray for him and we keep his law, statutes, and commandments. These other nations hate it with a passion. Give me that.
Oh, and as I bring this on precept out, we got to get that golden precept based off what you say after we read this. Got to. But this is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God says the Israelites are not everybody, not all nations, the 12 tribes of Israel, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, are above all these nations on this chart. So there's no equality here. Israel, the rulers of the earth. We're the priesthood. We're supposed to teach the other nations how to fall in subjection, and they're supposed to be slaves to us. These other nations were put on the earth to serve the Israelites. And there's nothing different. Now we've been subjugated to these people for so long, since the beginning of time. A lot of our people don't know who they are, and we're serving these nations based off the curses in Deuteronomy 28. They'll be the head and we'll be the tail. So that lets you know there's more proof to prove that the children of Israel are God's chosen people, because we'll be oppressed and we'll be cursed in these last days. Y'all got anything on that?
Oh, that precept I wanted to bring out based off what you said. I ain't wanted to leave that point yet to bring that out.
Go ahead and bring it out.
Mattathias, you want to get Psalms 83? That's the golden precept right there, based off what Brother Elijah said.
Perfect. Because King David was in the spirit when he brought that out. Man, he let us. God gave him the spirit to let him know, hey, who the enemies are. And we know King David was a warrior, man. He fought against these nations. So the person that we'll listen to the most is King David, because he fought against these nations. He know how evil they are, and it's an ancient time. Go ahead, King.
So, before you get that, let me bring this one out. Right?
Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 81, and verse 13. It says, "Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel walked in my ways. He's talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. If you had just hearkened unto me, right, listen to my words, follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? It says, I should should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries, right? So all these other nations, they're the adversaries of the Israelites and of the Most High God and of His Son Hamashiach Yahushua, right? In verse 15, it says, the haters of the Lord shall have submitted themselves unto Him, but their time should have endured forever, right? So the Lord got haters, right? The Israelites got haters. Yahushua Hamashiach got haters, right? And the funny thing is this, right? We say in the world, my haters, man, everybody want to hate on me all the time. These haters, man. I'm tired of these haters. These haters only make me stronger. Right? So you know what I'm saying? The Most High got haters, and it's all them nations that you see written right there. Chiefly Esau, Edom, right? The Orange Man in the cabinet, Congress and the Senate. All of them are slated against the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man. You don't have any seat in their Congress, in their G7 summits. You don't have that, right? So they all hate you, right? But now Psalms 83, right?
That
It's
was
the book
mighty
of Psalms.
precept, King.
It's all praise to the Most High. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse number 1, right? Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And who are
They
the
have said,
hidden ones?
right,
And who are the hidden ones? We are the hidden ones. And they know that. Because we are the ones that are just so dumbed down to where we don't even want to know our identity of self. That's how bad it is. When you don't know your identity, you're not even going to want to care about anything else.
right,
But just the basics, people don't want to understand. So it's already bad enough that we don't even want to wake up to our true heritage. We want to do everything that the world does. We want to be Greeks. We want to be this and that. And it's on. You see it on the list right here, the table of nations. What does Greek got to do with us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as the children of Israel? What does that got to do with us? But the thing is, our enemies don't want us to know these things. Keep going on that.
God. Says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of what?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
See that on the list? Look, who's number one? Go. I'll say, yeah. Who's number one? King, go ahead. Read that scripture again.
That
Read
the
that part
name of
again.
Israel may be no more in remembrance.
They don't want Israel to be no more in remembrance, man. And we're supposed to be number one, just like on that list. We're supposed to be on top, like on Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We are God's chosen people. We the ones that's above all these other nations. How can y'all call yourselves followers of the Most High God and His Son Christ when y'all don't even believe that you are the most powerful people on this earth? Know your identity. Know who you are. Know that. Accept the fact that you are above people. Stop trying to be equal to these people. It just don't make sense how we try to tell you these things, but yet, well, what about this? What about the other nations? That's how you know you are just subject to this world when you don't even want to take the realization that you are above these people. But hey, man, that slavery has really done one on our people, though.
Right. When a black man or Hispanic man gets shot down the street, you don't hear none of these nations crying, paying for no GoFundMe page or making sure the family all good to go. There ain't none of these nations. Hey, but we just had a ICE take out one of theirs, and they raised about what $2 million almost. So that lets you know all the unaliving's been going on in our community. These other nations can care less. This is a one less dead nigga, one dead nigga, another dead nigga. And we less got to worry about.
Exactly. Right? It don't even be on their news coverage. So you already know.
For our listeners that's listening, hey, the reason why you don't see Black, Hispanic, and Native American on this list is because they fall under the first one up here. Israel. They're the 12 tribes of Israel, spread
Right.
it throughout the four corners of the earth.
Right.
We still so I know people look at this thing and where the blacks at? Where that? We didn't just make this up. This is the closest thing we can show to 18 nations out of the Bible. All right, so you guys can see it here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take it down. We're gonna get into our first video, but that Psalms 83 is very, very, very good precept when it comes to all these other nations coming against the children of Israel. All right,
All
but
praise to the
today,
Most High.
all praises. Let me
finish it out so
Yeah,
they can
we got
see
to
it
finish
for
it.
themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Psalms 83 and verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Right? So he just gave you the hit list of everybody he's going to recompense in this second coming. Right? All of these nations, a lot of their people are going to be burned by fire if they're not unalive before that. And those that remain are going into subjection, into captivity under the Israelites, right? In the land of Jerusalem, right? In Israel, for servants and handmaids. And if they don't like it, they got to deal with it. Because we're gonna be capturing these people. We're gonna be bringing them to Yahushua. Because they're not gonna want to serve under Yahushua, and their heads gonna be rolling, right? It's gonna look like bowling balls down the lane, the way their heads gonna be rolling, right? But how you? Go ahead, Ken.
It's gonna be that moment of slay them before me.
Right.
Praises. Yeah, but we just got to get a lot of our people done cleave to these people so long that slavery, and they just don't want to let them go, man. Even when you tell them the kingdom of heaven is for them, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, they like, whoa. What about the white man? The white man name come up first and foremost. Every time we preaching on the highways and byways, it ain't about the Arab man, it ain't about the Chinese man, the East Indian man, or nothing. It's about that white man over there. What about that precious old white lady standing at the bus corner that ain't did nothing? But I got news for y'all black people. God didn't choose them. He chose you. Right. He chose you. Don't worry about that. God put them on the earth for a reason. All right? They're predestined to be evil, and it is what it is. You can't fight against God against that. All right? So let's get into this first video. Y'all got anything before I get into it?
Go ahead, Ken.
Go ahead.
All right, this first video it literally happened yesterday. It happened down here in Georgia, man. Y'all will see what happened, man. The precepts are gonna start flying when y'all see it. All right. And I want y'all to look, just not only look to the enemy of the Israelites, look at how people react when hatred is thrown their way. That's what I want the listeners to see. I want y'all to see how we react to hatred as if we don't know these people still hate us. We act like it's just a blank in our brain when they tell us, they call us another nigga, or they hate us, or they spit on us. All right. Let's just see how our people act as well. Let me play it. Fair use, fair use.
And this is a video that was liked and shared tens of thousands of times all across any social media platform that you can name it, Instagram, TikTok. If you saw it on social media, you definitely saw this video in the last couple of days. But here's what Gwinnett police tell us what happened. They say that their officers were called to the Social Security Administration building that's over on Shackelford Road Wednesday morning. Now, Fox 5 has obtained a copy of that video through an open records request, and we have
y'all watch this video
of it where
they slowed it down here
and racial slurs were yelled at a security.
Well, they slowed it down here. They just breaking down what happened. There was an argument at the Social Security office with the security guard and a Edomite. This gentleman that's a security guard, he's he looks to be a so-called Black African American. All right, he looks to be Israel. Most likely he Israel. They in Atlanta. So let's look at this. We're gonna fast forward it up to the point where the video starts. All right, fair use.
It says Robert Burke often videos.
They don't want to play.
At the Gwinnett County.
And if so,
hold on 1 second. They don't hold on.
The
Stand
Social
by.
Security office at about 9 o'clock
Because
Wednesday.
that ain't the actual video. That's just him talking. But he called the security guard a nigga. The N-word. And he after he so-called called him a nigga, he said basically it's a free country. I can say what I want to say. And he walked off. And just looking at the pitch, the video, these are the two black females and the man right there acting like they didn't want no parts of it. They when they heard the N-word come out, they was stunned. Like, I can't believe he called us a nigga. Y'all are in the deep South in Georgia. These people still have a hatred for us. These people had us in captivity for years. And we're still oppressed by them every day. But we got so-called black people standing around looking crazy as if he used the N-word and he ain't supposed to say it. He said it with boldness. And these black people standing around like, oh my God, he really said that? Yes. These people hate us. All right. I'm gonna find the next video while y'all speak on this. Let me find a better video. Stand by. Y'all can speak on it as I look for the other video. That's what it's basically about. Let me get the full video though.
Oh God, yeah, man. These people, they hate us, man. They hate us because they ain't us.
Right.
We used to say back in the days, man. They listen. They mad because the Most High blocked all their blessings. He's decreasing their birth rates, right? He's raising up strife with their own people against each other. It's a beautiful time to be alive, man. Right? This is the time that the prophets was waiting to see. Right? Esau against Esau, and his kingdom coming to destruction, and the rise of the Israelites, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Right? Because we got next, right? Let me get 2 Ezra 6 and 9 real quick to prove that.
Cool.
You start at 7.
Hey, before you get that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you. It's a 30-second video. I got it right here. We can go ahead and play it real quick. Fair use.
Out of here.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. You want to do it now? Yeah. Take a shot, mother.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm a fucking citizen, you fat shit, Dad. You're a nigger. I said it. You're a fucking nigger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you good.
Okay. What are you gonna do? It's free speech. You fat, ugly shithead.
Do you see how the black woman got scared? The black woman didn't even move when he yelled the nigger word. The black woman just locked up. She like, ooh, ooh. And that's how our people react to the hatred today. Because they still in their brains, they think these people love us. They still think these people, we supposed to cleave on to these type of people. You know, he has that, he's waiting on his opportunity to bring that out on a black man or a so-called Israelite. All right, y'all got anything? Now y'all actually see the video and what he said. It was this happened yesterday, literally. And this video is viral. If you go on YouTube or wherever else, this video is viral.
It's like this what that white image of Jesus does right there. You know what I mean? And just for just lock up like ooh, and think that at the end of all that, everybody's still going to heaven. Like, come on, man.
Look at that black woman right there. I had to rewind it back. Look at her face. She's just like, oh, ooh. She didn't. But usually, if it was two Negroes arguing over something, the black woman would be all loud and hooraying around, trying to jump in it. Yep. When that Edomite is in the mix, hey, I'm telling you, I hate to say this, but our black women is the lieutenant to these white folks. They hear these white people, they get quiet, they shook. They don't even want to move. All right. A lot of our people are like that.
And
go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, you see it, everybody's not recording. It just happened to be that one person recording.
Right.
But you know,
like
it's our people.
Right. They were too scared to pull their phones out.
People pulling phones out on our people. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. But the black woman would have so much other stuff to say if it was another nation. I mean, if it was our own people. She'll be the most loudest one out there. Even trying to put hands on each other. Let this security guard, it would have probably been a brother. He would have put hands on that dude. Most likely he would have put hands on that dude and threw him out and had him arrested. But since it's a so-called white man, oh, he's so precious. Oh, I'm not going to touch him. He asked this man repeatedly to leave the building. After this point, you working in a federal building. This is safety for others. You got to get up out of here, bro.
Right.
You know. So
And
go ahead.
One more thing. I'm slacking, King. My bad. I don't mean to do that to you.
No, you're good.
But I was saying, did you notice how he hesitated? Like it's like he wanted to do something, but he had a little hesitation in his movement. And you're a security guard, like you have that authority to rough him up a little bit. Not like you know what I mean. He had the authority to do that, but it's like he hesitated, as if he was just so scared to like, oh, if I touch him, he's gonna probably do something. He's already enraged. He might do something to me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, even if he did.
So, Lockie, the bad part is this, right? We live in a society now that even if he did do something, they would have said that he was in the wrong and let the white man go.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's the society we're living in now, right? And you see how proud this devil is, right? Proud as hell. He's a proud American, right? With his red face matching his damn shirt.
Right.
This is what's coming. We listen. The Most High has put it on the spirit of the Israelites to tell you for years that these race wars are coming, right? And now that you see, you got the chief demon in the office. Now you see Satan looking to flex his muscles on everybody now, right? On all the other nations, but chiefly you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Let me get Proverbs 16:18. Start at 17. Right? Because he's proud. This Edomite was proud as hell. And the funny thing is this: the only thing that stopped him from jumping on the so-called black man was the fact that that so-called black man probably has a gun, probably has a baton, and he knew he was unequipped to deal with that man. Right? When you get it, bring it out.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18.
Start at
Pride.
17.
Oh, sorry, okay, verse 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil.
So the funny thing is this, right? You see the upright. The upright is wearing the badge. The upright has the gun. The upright has the baton. The upright is standing behind the man with all that. Right? Those are the upright people. That demon right there, he's not upright at all. Right, Rito?
He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul.
And he just keeping the way, not only himself, he keeping safety for himself, but not only and those sisters, but everybody that's in that Social Security office. Right? He gets paid to do that. Now, the funny thing is this, right? If he was off the clock, if he would have clocked out, what situation would have happened? You got to ask yourself that, because if he would have clocked out and say, you know what, man, after job, I can't take this no more, and he probably went straight after that way. And then he'd be in a worse situation. But read on.
Verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
And now you see in the pride of the so-called white man, the Edomite that roams the earth to and fro. Damn Satan. You see the pride now as his nation and his country is coming to a stunning collapse. Right? Let me get Isaiah 47:1. So to show you what's happening to this nation, what's happening to this wretched place called Babylon. Right?
This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Come down and sit in the dust.
What's going to happen to Babylon?
Come down and sit in the dust.
It has to come down and sit in the dust, man. It's a nation of destructive, nasty, disgusting people that are violent in the earth. Right, read on.
O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So who?
O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So we know America, that's the daughter of Babylon, right? The home of every foul spirit and unclean bird. Read on.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Hey man, they want to make America great again, but damn it ain't no throne. You can't exalt yourself no more. Those days are over with. Right? There's a new sheriff in town, so to speak, man. His name is Yahweh Shah Mashiach. And if you got the nerve to talk to him the same way you talk to that brother, hey man, you gonna die on the spot. That unaliving gonna be quick. It's gonna be lightning fast. Right? Finish that out.
Of the Chaldees, for thou shall no more be called tender and delicate.
Hey, man, America's not going to be tender and delicate no more, man. Right? Everything is going to be death and destruction from here on out, man, with America. There's going to be unalivings everywhere. The stench of the bodies is going to be crazy. As these civil wars ramp up, right? As you see all the unalivings happening, you see the National Guard in your cities, you see troops on the ground, right? You see Trump ready to fight with all these other nations over Greenland. Best believe boots are going to come on the ground over here. America's never seen that before, but they're going to see it soon. But I'll yield. Go ahead, King.
Oh, praises. Yeah, just look at the devil's face, man. Just look at the hatred coming off his face.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Just to get the viewers caught up. This is a video we just showed of in Georgia that happened yesterday of a Edomite coming out of the Social Security office, called the security guard an N-word, a nigga, in his face twice in front of a bunch of other blacks standing around. All right. Not saying they should have went over and jumped the guy or did any harm to him, but the way they reacted to hearing the N-word, like they never heard it in their life before, is we done got assimilated too close to these people. All right.
Right. It's a
And
lot.
God, hold on, before you go there, God warned us in Deuteronomy 28. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Get that, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead. Among all nations, God said we was gonna be under these other nations, serving them. And this is what he said. We're gonna be an astonishment to them. Go ahead.
Come. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 37.
He's speaking to the Israelites. Read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Among two nations, Edom, among who?
Among
who?
all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So all nations. So we scattered to the four corners of the earth. We're gonna be astonishment to all nations. A proverb and a byword. A byword, a nigga. He called him a nigga twice in his face. In front of anybody. Everybody was out there and can hear it. He didn't have so much pride to say, I don't say it in front of everybody. I got somebody recording. He proudly, it was on his spirit to call him a nigga in his face. That's a curse. That is a curse from God that our people going to endure, be impressed, and be an astonishment to all nations. All right? Got anything? Go ahead, Sapar.
And yeah, I was just gonna mention that goes right along with what I was gonna say too. All praise to the Most High. You see, like not one of our people even defended him. They're just looking in astonishment, just looking like just surprised. Like you see that man right there, he looking like, no, he didn't. But at the same time, it's like they just have that interfere in them to not say nothing back, as if like, oh, if I say something, he gonna come at me and call me one, basically.
Right. I want to know when tomorrow when we go back to camp, I want a Christian to explain this hatred right here, because Christians always say all nations can be saved, but when they see things like this hatred, they don't never point it out. Christians don't never point. This is one person. No, this whole nation of people feel this way about us. They do.
Right.
If you get them mad enough, they're gonna show their true colors. And they're gonna show you that, hey, I'm above you and you're a nigga in America. And I can say what I want to say, and I love America and I'm proud. And you can't do nothing about it, nigga. So, but these so-called Christians, these so-called apologetics, they will not call out these white men for being racist. This man, every Christian supposed to come out and they're apologetic supposed to come out and say this man racist. But they not gonna do it. Let a Hebrew Israelite say all nations can't be saved and Israel is the top nation. They'll make videos all day long. But when you got a racist Edomite tell a black man in his face in front of other black people, he a nigga, they not gonna condemn that, because you know what? They love the so-called white man. They love him, and they feel without him. But I'm gonna tell you this: you can't get in the kingdom of heaven and bring God's enemy with you. It's gonna work. It's not gonna work. All right. So give me you got anything, Malachi, before I move forward?
Come on, yeah. Let me get Psalm 79 and 4.
I got you right here. This is Psalms 79 in verse number 4. We are become a reproach to our neighbors.
Hey, Salaki, yeah, we become a reproach to our neighbor. He just called this man the nigga twice, right in his face in front of his sisters, right? We become a reproach. Go ahead, read on.
A scorn and derision to them that are round about us.
And the so-called white man Esau Edom, he's our neighbor from the womb of Rebecca, right? He's not our neighbor now. He broke the covenant. He broke the brotherly covenant, right? So now he's just the enemy of us and the enemy of the Most High, right? Read on.
How long, Lord, wilt thou be angry forever? Shall thou jealousy burn like fire?
Right? That's a rhetorical question. Read on.
Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen
Do
that
what?
have not. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that
Hey,
have not known thee.
that's a prayer right there, man. Pour out the wrath upon the heathen that don't know the law, statutes, commandments, don't know the Most High, nor His Son Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Right? Let's sit on that. Let me get one more. Let me get Proverbs. It's like, let me get Psalm 6 and 16. It's like Proverbs.
So you want 5? Oh, you want 5? Then?
Proverbs 6 and 16.
6 and 16.
Come on.
This is Psalm chapter 6 and verse number 16.
Proverbs
Wait, hold on.
16.
No. You said, say it again, King.
Proverbs 6 and 16.
Come. This is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse number 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Right.
A proud look.
What's this man have?
A proud look.
He's a proud American. A proud look, right? Read on.
A lying tongue.
Now, if this security officer would have put some hands on him, he would have lied on the man too. Right? Read on.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Hey, look how red he is. He want to do something to these people. Right? He can't help but try to contain his anger. You can see it all over his face. Right? But read on.
And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
Right?
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
And read on.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
Hey, so like in Esau, he's the king of lying. He's the king of lying. He's the king of talking around things. Right? He's real fast and real slick with his mouth. Right? Read on.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
And he taking it to another level where he ain't even got to take it to. Right? Just do what the security officer told you to do. But now he's a proud American. You know what I'm saying? He got to flex with his KKK-ness. Right? Put out here. Go ahead, Ken.
And they gotta understand this so-called area they was in is not too far from old Lake Lanier.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Lanier is literally about 30 minutes away from this place. This up in Gwinnett County. They like 30 minutes away from Lake Lanier. 30 to 45 minutes. So-called. So you know what happened with Lake Lanier, what the Edomites did in that area. They flooded the whole city of all the Negroes, the blacks that was living there, the Israelites that was living in this land. The Edomites flooded it out and took it over. All right, but that's another thing we get into. All right, they said the guy got arrested. So if he gonna probably charge, gonna probably get dropped. He gonna go viral. He gonna go viral for a few days, and then black people gonna go right back to going to sleep. They gonna forget about it.
Okay.
That's like we always do.
That's how they go with them. He
get called a nigga. This thing ain't supposed to be blowing up, because I know it's blowing up right now on the internet so far, but the way it's supposed to blow up, the way black people, I wish a white man would call me a nigga in my face. He did it twice. And what he basically said, what you gonna do? I got freedom of speech. All right. So we just waiting on Yahweh Shah to come out to destroy these people, because they're gonna keep doing this and it's gonna get worse. This is just the tip of the iceberg right here. All right.
Hey, so King, on the other side of that coin, right? We got freedom of speech. but they trying to take ours away.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. That's all praises. Let me go ahead and take this down. I'm gonna move to the next one. The next one it's got about 2 or 3 meanings to it, but we was getting on your boy last Friday, we got on your boy Pastor Brian about his wife's dress. But something else happened to Pastor Brian the following week after that. All right, we're gonna see what happened. Another nation came up in his church, and we're gonna see what happened when that was. How was that handled? All right, we're gonna stop this one right here. Hey, a lot of this stuff getting revealed. A lot of things are getting revealed. So, all right, let me pull that up. All right. Church intruder chaos. A preacher storms into New Birth Church. This is Pastor Brian's church. During the service. Now, we done got police called on us for preaching too close to a church. We done got police called on us for teaching too close to somebody's business. We done got police called on us on the belt line for being too loud with these people playing music, literally right there next to us. Y'all, Sapar. These people playing music over the decibel, loud, and we got our loudspeaker, and it ain't drowning out nothing. It's 100 people sitting on the patio. They go past that and come right to us and say, y'all too loud, speaking on the line horn. So this Edomite goes into the church. Now, you got Israelites that go blitz churches. You don't see IUIC and other people go to churches, but they never go inside the church during the service to rebuke the pastor. They either stand around the other corner and bring out a loudspeaker, and then they preach the word of God out of the Bible. That would have been a Hebrew Israelite going inside the church, preaching and rebuking the damn pastor. Man, he'll be everybody had hands on him. But we're gonna watch this, man.
Man, this kid just like that.
And it's an Edomite, and he got the so-called right. He feels so proud to go rebuke a so-called black man, man. Let's see this, man. Fair use.
Destroy this church, and if you're in it, we got to destroy you with it. It's time to repent of your wicked ways. Race-baiting, stirring hatred among the children of God, people that would come to Christ and want.
Look at that so-called black woman. She's stunned to see a white man rebuking her pastor. She's like, oh my God. Let me keep playing, because you're just gonna see look at how people react to when the white man come boldly in their face and tell them, y'all ain't nothing. Watch this.
Because you make this
look, they just want
past you blaspheme the
now so-called usher back there. She ain't coming up to him saying, sir, can you step out, please? Let me keep going.
The name of Jesus Christ, with your harlotry, with your whorishness, your wickedness, your filthiness, your prayers don't even reach the ceiling. You pray to demons. It's time to get right with God. The God of the Bible is going to destroy you unless.
He ain't lying about some of that stuff about them being Israel. They need to repent. But that's a so-called white man. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, you saying some truth in there.
Hey, and the thing is, he'll use our enemies to preach them truth. But it's like, because most already know, it's like, okay, when I send a heathen, the enemy of our nation to preach, it's like, then y'all gonna listen. But yeah, like you said, if it's our people, if someone walked in there with fringes, he wouldn't even make it past the front door.
He wouldn't make it past the front door. That's the hypocrisy of being a hypocrite of the church. They know they don't feel a threat from this man. That's the problem. He's in the hallway of this mega church. They got multiple security guards and ushers, and he can freely go in there and just spew out whatever rhetoric he can do, and all these black folks looking at him like, oh my God. You see how stunned all people get when they see the white man stand up?
Right,
it's
right.
Like, oh my God, he's really doing this?
He spiritually put the Dylan roof on him.
Right. Let that would have been a so-called Hebrew Israelite went in there and started going getting book chapter verse in the middle of that dang on church. Man, they would have had the dang on the whole dang on SEAL Team 6 pull up, man.
Right.
And all the Christians and apologetics, everybody would have been marking us on the dang on news, on the internet. So-called Brian didn't even I don't even think he spoke out about this thing yet. And I think he will not speak out against this.
Yeah, they probably told him not to. They
Right.
probably told him not to.
All right, let me finish it out because I think it get better because there's gonna be some more our people. Jake gonna come out there, Eve gonna come out there and be stunned and look crazy. Let's see what they do. We got a few more seconds.
You repent your materialism, your racism, and all of your high-mindedness is going to end when Jesus returns. Jesus Christ is coming back in flaming fire. He's taking vengeance upon those who know not God and obey not the gospel. Oh, you need to repent. Your pedophile co-founder is in hell right now.
Look, they go to so-called Usher. Walking, you see her? Did you see the
Hey.
so-called Usher? Look, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish it out before you give your rebuttal. You go in on it.
And you're gonna find your way into hell with them unless you repent.
She is scared to. This is Usher of the dang on era. She's scared to tell him to stop. Only thing she's looking around and dumbfounded. Look, keep going.
Jamal Bryant, you're a witch.
Look, there is more people here walking up. They looking around like, what is going on? They scared. Look,
A vile bundle of sticks. Get this.
so-called black man walk up and he said a damn thing. Let it be a homeless man coming off the street trying to get out the cold and come into church and say, hey, can I stand here just to warm up? Those ushers would have ushered his ass out of there.
It's a lot. Did he just say a vile bundle of sticks?
Yes.
Imagine when we say something like that, it's a problem.
We hatred. It's racism.
Right.
He in there rebuking the whole church. Everybody who walk. This lady, she's pointing, but she's not telling him to do nothing. She's not using her authority as an usher to get the security there. Not even tell this gentleman to the right hand. He's standing there looking dumbfounded. And just like, oh my God, I can't believe this white man rebuking us. Like, I'm telling you, it get good, fellas. Watch this. It's just our people off, man.
You're gonna get.
There you go. There she's telling him to get out. But look.
Read the Bible and don't do what that guy says. It's time to get right with the God of the.
Look at him. Look at him, guys. Look. He bugged out. He's like, I ain't gonna say none of this, man. He a white man. He over me. I'm defeated. I'm not gonna stand boldly. Y'all pay all these tithes and offerings. Y'all ain't gonna stand up for your pastor.
Hey, let that man throw you a bundle of sticks and you ain't gonna do nothing?
Right. In your church. He basically, that's one thing the Hebrew Israelites don't do. We do not go and disrespect, go in nobody's church, let alone go up on their property to rebuke them in that fashion.
Yeah. No calling no names or nothing.
But we repeatedly get the police calling us for having to speak on the other side of the road. Pastor Brian spoke out about the dress when he was getting that. He spoke out about that proudly on national TV, but he has not yet spoke out about this issue: a white man invading his church, which is 99.9% black in that church. 98. I can say he got a few whites scattered in there, but 99% of that is church money, is black money going in his church. But he ain't came out one time. I don't even think he's gonna speak. I'm telling you, he is not gonna speak on this at all. All right, so that's more the moral of the story with that one. Just showing how our people are. These other nations are disrespecting us. You know, they're against us, and our people how we done been in captivity for so long that we see the hatred and we don't even recognize it. This is supposed to be called out on every pastor, supposed to be raised. Every black person be like, oh, hell no. Not my pastor. Don't y'all say that to us? The Hebrew Israelite? Not my pastor. But when your pastor get rebuked by a white man, I ain't getting into that fight. That's too much for me. The white man might, you know what I mean? All right.
And so,
So y'all got anything
this,
on that?
this shows you the docile state of our people now, man. Right? We talk about people that used to be mighty, strong warriors, right? That would defend their nation, and now they just let this man walk in and say whatever he wants and do nothing about it. That's a sad state, man. Our people, they have to find out who they are and come back to their nationality. Because outside of that, they're gonna get stomped out. Right? When these race wars is coming, they're gonna get stomped out because they believe in their oppressor. Right? When the Lord said, listen, choose not the ways of your oppressor, and Sirach 12 and 10. Right?
Yeah. You gonna get that? Sirach 12 and 10? You can get that. Get that support.
See,
Yeah,
we came to a place where we trust our enemies too much.
Hmm.
And we're going to be further destroyed the more we continue to trust them. Right? But 2/3 got to go. So there's your 2/3 right there. Look how many people walk by and just let that man spew whatever in their church.
They just
But that's the
hesitate.
state of our people, man. Go ahead, read that.
This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Why is this man in the church? Who let him in there? Why didn't they turn him away when he was trying to walk through the doors? They just let the man come in. They let Dylan Roof do the same thing. But our people still ain't learned from that.
Hmm.
Right? Read. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Hey, man, I don't know no more vile, wicked person on the earth than Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Don't get me wrong. All the other nations disgusting as hell, too. But ain't nobody viler than that man. That man's thirst for blood is relentless. So the Most High going to have to deal with him in a way that's going to be relentless. Right? Well, go ahead, finish it out.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Right.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
So like when you watch the first Hawk movie, when you see him looking at himself in the mirror and he take his thumb and he look at himself and he says to himself, puny human. Right? The same way you look at Esau in that mirror and you wipe away, you still see the rust. You still see that he's still the same vile, disgusting person he's always been. Right? You still see Cain and Abel. And that he'll kill his brother in an instant. He'll unalive him in a heartbeat. Right? And then go and say, well, what did I do wrong? Am I my brother's keeper? Right? But I yield. Go ahead, kid.
Oh, praises. Yeah, man. This is the last 24 hours. This is the hatred that's been spewed out, most likely on our people, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, let alone ICE, let alone all the other atrocities going on throughout America, Babylon the Great, and all the other nations that we're scattered to, that we're getting treated. I'm going to show some other videos of other nations that our people are scattered to and how they're being treated. All right, we're going to get into this next video, though. This has been going on since the hatred when Jacob and Esau was fighting in the womb, man. When they was fighting in the womb, that fight didn't stop. When they was born, that fight continued on to this day with the seed of both of them. There, the Esau seed and Jacob seed we're gonna be going at it to Yahushua returns. All right. All right, let's get this other video. This is Donald. I think this one, Donald Trump. This is what he says about, he asked about the unalivings of Black Americans in America. All right, let's fair use. Fair use. This is, it happened that was going on during the protests and during the George Floyd situation. They asked him when he was the president, this is his first term, hey, what's up with Black Americans? He gives the same response that all white people give. Listen to this.
Let's talk about George Floyd. You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people.
You see
I
how he
remember that.
dodged the question? He so-called dodged that question. He don't want to talk about the atrocities of that means he has to go into slavery. That means he had to go into showing that we God chosen people. He don't want to go into that. He said, "Oh, so are white people." So that lets you know he cares about his people first.
Right.
Why do our people have that same sentiment about their own? Because when somebody spear out something about the Holocaust or 9/11, you ought to say, what about slavery? What about reparations? What about giving my people back in the Native Indians brothers, the Northern Kingdom brothers back their land and all their resources that you stole from them? We got to turn it back on them the same way they return it on us. All right, y'all got anything on that? Because that's that pride.
Yeah, that's their pride. That's their pride.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, listen, you gotta expect the hatred though, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, I understand. Everybody hates the best, right? How Ric Flair used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man, right? But they understand they can't beat us because we're physically stronger than them, right? We're mentally smarter than them. We're better than them in every aspect and in every way, except for evil. But to be honest with you, a lot of us are getting better at that than them, right? Because we love to flee to their wickedness that they taught you, right? But let me get John 15 and 18, right? Because they hated somebody else too, and they still do to this day.
God, this is John chapter 15, verse number 18.
Start at 17, first and foremost.
Come on, verse
Start at
17.
16. Start at 16. Start at 16. It's too good.
Come on, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
What Yahweh Shai say?
He said, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Right. So the Most High chose the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indians, right? And to be His chosen people, right? The Lord's portion is His people, right? So He chose us. Read on.
And ordain you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and
Right?
that your fruit should remain.
And that our fruit should what?
Shall remain.
So even with everything that's coming down the line, all the race wars, everything that's coming, the World War III, the famine, all the unalivings, right? With all of that coming, guess what? We gonna remain. Read on.
That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
Right? Read on.
These things I command you, that ye love one another.
This is a commandment from Yahweh Shai. He said that we should love each other. So-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian. We should love each other. As soon as that so-called white man in the last video called that man a nigger, those two women should have been in an uproar because we know Eve got a mouth on her. And Eve, she uses that mouth to destroy her own people instead of destroying the enemy, right? But we supposed to love one another. We've been commanded to do that. Read on.
Hey, Salaki, for the Christians in the back, you might want to break that down because when they see that it says, "Oh, that you love one another," they'll think that's everybody.
No. No. St. John ain't talking to everybody. Yahweh Shai ain't talking to everybody. Yahweh Shai told you he came for the lost sheep.
Right.
The
Yeah.
house of Israel.
Let that be known.
Right? Read on.
Gosh. And it says, verse 18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Wait, but you got to read that again and read that slow, man. Read that loud for the people in the back.
Verse 18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Hey, man, and like we going into tonight, man, the world hates the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian. And they hated Yahweh Shai first, man.
Right.
A blameless man, and they put him they unalive him. And then after he was already unalive, they want to stab him in the rib. Just to make sure he was unalived.
Mm.
After they tormented him, spit in his face, slapped him, scorched him. If that ain't hate, I don't know what hate is. Right? When you read Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, what they did to all those brothers and the mother. If that ain't hate, I don't know what hate is. And for you to just stand around and let these people call you whatever they want to, threaten and proceed to do whatever they want to do to you in so-called 2026, hey man, you gotta be a damn fool to not see who your enemies are. Right? We'll go ahead and read that next verse.
Verse 19. If ye were of the world,
Mhm.
the world would love his own.
And the funny thing is this, our people want to be of this world. They try their damnedest to be of this world, to be liked by the so-called white man in these other nations. Right? He said, but if you were of the world would love his own. But guess what? You try to assimilate with this world and they still don't love you. Black, Hispanic, Native American, similar Indian man. Read on. He read.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Hey man, that's why they hate you, because you was chosen out of the world. You're the greatest thing on the planet. Right? Like Snap always says, you the best stuff, you made from the best stuff on earth. Right? That's why these other nations hate you. And they're going to do everything to try to keep you out of power. But the Most High, his hand is not short that it can't save. So he's going to save his remnant. And he's going to destroy these other nations, and then his people going to reign. Right? But I give.
All praises, all praises. Yeah, that's the hatred, man, from these other nations, man. Our people have to know who their enemies are. And when you read Deuteronomy 28-68, he said, when you get off those slave ships, when Moses prophesied about us going into slavery, he said, you shall serve your enemies. Your enemies, not your friends, not the people that you're supposed to cleave to. These are your enemies. The China man knows the white man is his enemy. The Arab man knows the so-called white man is his enemy. The East Indian man knows the white man is his enemy. The Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, they think the brother that's selling drugs down the street trying to kill him, and that's his enemy. But that's his brother. His brother lost in this world, but that's his so-called brother. That's his brother. He's an Israelite. Eve be arguing and fighting with her sisters, but when she go to this nail salon and them Asians talking bad about her and laughing in her face, I know half of them don't know what they be saying, but you can read body language from these Asian people when they saying evil things about you. But y'all won't even raise a hand or a foot. Y'all will go there, spend your monies with them, get your nails done, go eat their nasty cuisines and foods. But y'all will keep serving these other nations, man. But let a Eve hear another Eve say something about them. It's World War III, man. All right. So then you got the Arab man in the damn store, in the gas stations, hurry up and damn buy. You go in there, they looking at you extra hard, and they hurry up. And then if you 10 cents short, they will not let you slide. You better go put that back. They be like, put that back, nigga. Go put it back.
Right.
Go put it back. We have been a victim to these things. All right. So we got to wake up, man, and know who the enemy is, man. All nations are against Israel. Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, everybody's against you. You can go to anywhere in the world. You can go to a small island somewhere. There's gonna be some white people on that island that's running everything, that's keeping your black behind down. All right.
And so, like and most of our people, you know, they're gonna learn the hard way. Let's just be real, because there was troubles around the corner, and all these race wars. I guess they think that that's not going to happen. Now you got some people that's woke to it, but for the ones that's not, it's gonna really hit home. And then then it's like, oh, it's too late now. Like, y'all gonna hesitate at some point. It's like, dang, is this really happening? And then y'all will try to join yourselves with them. The scriptures say those that try to join with you're gonna be dealt with it too. Just paraphrasing. You're gonna be a part of They judgment if you join with them.
Be thrust through.
Exactly. But yeah, I yield, man. I just wanted to bring that out, man.
Fair
That time
use,
is
fair
coming.
use. Yeah, fair use on this one. I think y'all probably saw this one. It happened
Yeah, I
down
remember
here
this.
and down in the South. This was at a so-called graduation with so-called children, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native American children. This Edomite got the spirit on her to show her hatred during the graduation ceremony. And this is one of these things that our people forget about. You can't forget about this thing right here, because ain't no way in heck you're going to have a black man stand up there and call a whole bunch of white people out their name or disrespect them. All right, let's listen to it. Fair use.
The founder and director of TNT Academy, Nancy Gorduke, dismissed everyone early.
She forgot the final speech. So then she...
This is at a so-called graduation in Stone Mountain in Georgia, where they had a principal, which is a Caucasian woman, talking to some black people, which are the Israelites. All right, let's see what she said to these Israelites.
Dismissed us all at first. She told everybody to come back, and the parent got mad and told his child to come on.
According to witnesses, that's what started this rant.
You people are being so rude to not listen to this speech. It was my fault that we missed it in the program.
People walking out.
Look who's leaving, all the black people.
Boom. She said, look who's leaving, all the black people.
Mm.
The pride of her, man. The pride of her. She know this school is 90% black. Then she gonna yell, look who's all leaving, the black people. So they let you know she has some kind of hatred toward these people, towards this nation. You know, but our people, look, still sitting there. If she would have said that and I'm at my so-called daughter or son graduation, I would have got up out of there, man.
Yeah,
she got to be gone. She got to step down, and everybody, all y'all Negroes should sit in here and learn another word she got to say. I yield, King, but this kind of stuff pissed me off because our people forgot about this.
I never forgot.
Give me a Obadiah 1 and 12. Start at 11.
Come on, this is Obadiah.
Start at 10. Start at 10. We're gonna get to the 10 down to 12.
Come on, it's Obadiah 1.
This whole book fight.
Yeah. I would say it's some real meat and potatoes on this one, especially what we're going into.
Read that.
Come on, this is on Obadiah 1 and verse. You want to start at 12?
Start at 10.
Come on, 10, Slacky. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
So God already made this promise in Obadiah. From the violence to your brother, he's talking about Jacob and Esau. The seed of Jacob and the seed of Esau. He said, because this hatred that you have for your brother, you're gonna be cut off forever. Read.
Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners enter into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem.
Right.
Even thou was as one of them.
Right. They was watching us get carried away by these other nations, man, by the Babylonians that came in there and took us out of Jerusalem, all that. They was watching us. They was rejoicing to see all downfall. Read.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger.
So when they took us captive, we became strangers, and they was rejoicing after that thing. Read.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
They doing that today. They speaking proudly while we in distress and under the Babylon the Great. We in Babylon the Great. They still speaking proudly because they know we've been downtrodden. These people hate the hell out of us, man. Well, they know we at a lower state and they consider us the bottom of the barrel, but they still oppress us. To this damn day, they still doing it. I yield, King. Because we in distress. This Bible a true book. He said, that ain't just go for that time when it happened when they were carried away by the Babylonians. It goes into, because the judgment is like a ring. It's to today, the same thing. While we in distress, while we going through our tribulations, they're gonna continue to oppress us. That's the hatred they have for us.
Yeah, and so like I will say this though, this is actually one book that you would never hear in the Christian church. This is one book you would never hear.
Ever.
Yeah, rip that. I think they ripped that out their Bible. They don't even. Most of them can't even find Obadiah. You can tell them to get Obadiah. They'll be flipping through the pages. They probably don't even have it in their Bibles.
Man, they don't even know it's just one chapter.
Right.
That's a good question though. You brought something up. You in the spirit, Paul. Have a Christian pastor ever broke down the book of Obadiah?
Man, I've been in Christian church all my life, and not once have I heard, bring out give me the book of Obadiah.
Right.
Open your Bibles to the book of Obadiah. Like I never heard that. And now as we read this, I see why no church has ever brought this out.
I wonder what the cemetery school do with the book of Obadiah. Do they fold that page back? Because there's only one chapter. And just say, hey, we ain't got to worry about that. That's something that's sealed up for things to come. This ain't sealed up. This thing is going on right now, man.
Man, it's already set up to never be brought out. That's what that is.
Right. Yeah, let me go ahead. That was just that video. This is something that happened about 5 years ago. But this thing, it should have been an outrage. Everybody in that lady, I don't think she got fired or stepped down. They are not going to let this Edomite woman step down on her job as a principal. But let a so-called black man get up there and say anything about some precious white kids, and it will be over with. Their career will be destroyed. All right. Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, take heed. These people don't want you. They can't stand you. All right, we're going to move forward. We got other videos to deal with.
No, they want you there. They want the money.
Yeah.
They don't want your presence.
Institution.
Right.
Especially in private schools.
Right.
All right, this is another one just happened. This literally just happened like a day ago, too. 2 days ago. I think it happened within the last 2 days. This happened in the last 2 days. All this stuff is new. This hatred starting to brew up, man, in the community. This is in Minnesota, where they're having the protests and the urges are going on. ICE protest in tension continuing after the shooting of the unaliving of the Edomite that happened. But they're not, the Edomite situation is so big right now that they're blocking this one out. So let's look at what happened to these so-called black Americans in America, these so-called Israelites. I mean, not so-called Israelites, so-called blacks that are Israelites, but they don't know it. Let's see how they was treated. And I'm telling you this was some children being injured. And let's see how they took this instead of this Edomite being unalive.
When they got caught between protesters and ICE agents in Minneapolis.
Everybody's seeing what happened with Renee.
Officers started yelling at them to move. Before they could, Jackson says the agents released a canister of tear gas under the car.
Within seconds, there was a big boom and our car was up in the air and we slammed down.
The mom of 6 says strangers helped get her family out of the car. The last, her 6-month-old baby boy.
And he was like lifeless, foam or bubbles coming out of his mouth.
The so-called tear gas from the dang on that was thrown under the car gave the child almost a seizure and almost died. Said foam was coming out of his mouth. They threw a dang on tear gas at children in a dang on car. Are children full of Israelites? Where's the outrage for these people, for our fellow people? Our people need to come together and look at these atrocities they're going to. But they too busy worried about this lady being unalive the other day. They overlook their own people being harmed. Let alone a child. It's supposed to be an outrage. That's one thing, my great-grandmama and grandparents used to say, hey, man, we don't mess with no children around here. We make sure these children are okay. And we do that in Israel with our congregation. We take care of the children. We don't let them get nothing harm come to them. But our people watching these, every pastor, every apologetic, every politician, so-called black man that's an Israelite supposed to stand up to this right here. But they're not going to do it. They're going to talk more about the Edomite that got unalive for running over a dang on ICE. These people are just trying to get home. All right. And it's going on every day, man. This is the everyday thing. This is the tensions picking up, the spirit is coming on the earth. Are these people being wicked? Why would you throw a tear gas under a vehicle with so-called 6 children in the back seat? It's just, man, it's just crazy. I yield though.
That right there just lets you know how our enemies have no sympathy for our people. And then you would see that and still act like, our people funny, man. I tell you that much. For those that don't understand, for those that's not even woke to anything that's going on, it's crazy to me, man. Like, just seeing this, it almost brings a tear to my eye because our people are so dumbed down to where they won't even have any type of outrage,
right,
for your own flesh and blood. When you really think about it, spiritually, we are flesh and blood. Like, I just don't understand. But we were so fast to want to kill each other. We see people fighting each other. We see every time our people start fighting. Oh, World Star. We know that goes viral quick on all platforms. Everybody's phones out. Everybody trying to be the next person that's going to go viral off of this one fight with our people in it. And I'm tired of seeing it. But yeah, I can't. I'm outraged a little bit, bro.
Yeah. Let me get a Deuteronomy 28 and 47. These things are going to continue to happen, man. The more our people forget about the laws and the commandments and follow after their oppressor and their enemies, the more it's going to continue to happen. Right? When you got that, go ahead and read it.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 47.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
So, like, you see that? You could have had everything, man. You could have had all the gold, all the oil, all the diamonds, all the rubies, right? You could have had everything, man. The whole world in the oyster, as they say, right? You could have had all types of subjects and people underneath you. You ain't have to. Women, they wouldn't have had to put a sole of the foot on the ground. But now you got to walk. Now you got to put on the pants and try to be the man of the house. Right? Read on. Hey, read on.
What was that verse again? It's like again.
48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the
who?
Lord shall. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he hath destroyed thee.
So now they then took the physical yokes off, but there's still a spiritual yoke around the necks of the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. That you want to side with your oppressor and continue to put yourself and your families in situations like this, right? Because the Most High told you what your enemy was about. Read on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Right, and we know America, that's their bird, man. They love that damn eagle, right? All those Edomitic kingdoms love that eagle, right? Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right.
A nation of fierce countenance.
No, they're going to be nice. No, they're going to be nice to you.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Here we go, man. It's a perfect example. We don't give a damn if the kid's in the car. Yo, we're going to tear gas this thing. We don't care if the car blow up. Right? And this is what's going to be happening in every city, right? Every major city in Babylon the Great. You're going to see these things happening day by day and more as we progress towards towards Jacob's trouble and towards the end of the kingdom of the Edomites. Right? But I'll yield.
All praises.
All praises. Yeah, they the young child, I think he was about 1. He got so he was foaming at the mouth, and I think he kind of went in. That tear gas got to him, and I think she said he fell to the floorboard of the vehicle. So this is not being on the front newspaper. This is not being thrown out there because it's so-called Israelites.
And Salaki, is the so-called NAACP saying anything about this?
I don't even think it's anymore in NAACP. I think they done disbanded them.
Okay. Black Lives Matter.
Amalek running. I think Amalek behind more of that now.
And the Rainbow Coalition ran by Reverend Jesse Jackson. Any sources on this?
Nobody.
You see where I'm going with this, King?
Nobody saying. Not even. I'm gonna tell you how. They got the so-called, what's her name, Omar, the politician. She ain't even speaking on this. She care more about her people against Somalians getting thrown out, man. She ain't worried about this. This is not concerning to her or any other nation. So that's when our people need to come together and say, hey, it ain't going down like this. You're not going to do our people like this. But we have hatred towards our brethren, and we're so give me stand bold as a lion. What's that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Proverbs. Yeah, give me that. This is what we're supposed to do in the last days. We're supposed to stand bold as a lion. We're supposed to be boldly speak on the word of truth. We're to stay on the word of God, the law, statutes, commandments. We're supposed to take up for our people.
Mm-hmm.
Get it when you get it, read it, King.
Yeah, I got you. This is on Proverbs chapter 28 and verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion."
The righteous are bold as a lion. So we know these pastors ain't righteous. We know these politicians ain't righteous. And we know these so-called entertainers ain't righteous because they ain't standing up boldly for their people and what's right in the eyes of God. All right, because they right ain't the same what God's word say. All right, but we're gonna move forward.
God. I mean, now I will say they only speak on things that they are told to speak on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That they ain't gonna speak on everything. Like it something like that. Guess what? They ain't finna speak on it.
All right, this is so-called. It should be Israelites, but they in Morocco. We got a lot of our people in Morocco, in Africa, that are, we all over the four corners of the earth. But these Moroccans are getting treated differently over there by the Muslims over there. So let's see what they say about this thing right here. This is in another country, it's in Africa. So this racism and this hatred towards God's people is going on. All right, read. I'm gonna go through it.
The Senegalese-Moroccan relationship is more than a friendship. It's love. But we see these days there is aggression towards blacks.
She said it's an aggression towards blacks. And this is not Africa. This is Africa. It's a dark nation. Read. I'm gonna go.
As a result of increased immigration controls between Morocco and Europe, the number of migrants in Morocco has been cut down to 20,000 in the country. However, as a result, more migrants are staying in Morocco as a final destination instead of moving on to countries like Spain, according to immigration monitors. For its part, the European Union tries to follow the situation of migrants in Morocco closely.
In my opinion, the worst mistake one could make would be to pretend that the problem doesn't exist or that it isn't serious.
The majority of the immigrants in Morocco are coming from sub-Saharan Africa, including Jean-Marie, an illegal immigrant from Cameroon who's been living in Rabat for 2 years.
Now, I got a lot of Israelites look at this. Oh, these Hamites. We don't know that. The way they getting treated just like we getting treated in America. Mm-hmm. These are our people. They scattered through the four corners of the earth. Don't just think that the blacks are only in America. You can't be just dumb-minded like that. We all over the world. If these people going through the same atrocities and oppression we're going through, they are most likely children of Israel, man. Because I know a lot of our people like to say, oh, them Hamites. They just like you just know. You don't know. All right? These people in another country, in Africa, getting treated, and the EU got to step in. The white man got to step in and say, yeah, we know what's going on, but we ain't going to do nothing about it.
Right.
Because they know who these people are.
Right.
All right.
The only thing is they just got a different dialect the way they speak. So people can't just go first offhand, especially how they speak. Oh, that they Hamites. Like, no, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. A lot of I've been seeing a lot of Israelites doing that. Stop doing that. And a lot of these people that do that, they ain't never left the country.
Right.
They ain't never been nowhere. You ain't even got a passport. You talking about some Hamites. You ain't come on, man. So behind on. You don't know what you talking about. These God said his people gonna be gathered from Egypt. God said his people gonna be gathered from Pathos, all over that area.
Everywhere.
You can't say everybody a Hamite, man. I'm gonna give a few more seconds of this, and then we'll move forward. That's what our people do, man. Especially Hebrew Israelites, man. They're Hamites. Why y'all going over there? What you mean? What you talking about, man? These are people.
We can't get
so if he was in America, right? I'm gonna just say this, and he did have an American accent like we do. You will say that's a so-called black man. That's an Israelite. But because he on Morocco, he an immigrant to Morocco. He probably came. They say he came from other areas of Africa. He migrated there. All right. So if you was in America and he was in the Mississippi somewhere on the back road, y'all be like, yeah, that's a Negro. But since he in another country, some Israelites be like, nah, that's a Hamite, man. I don't know. I'm gonna just move forward because all people be bugged out too, man. They be saying some stuff, man.
We can't get a house. We can't even go to a hospital. We cannot do anything here in Morocco. What we are living in Morocco is a prison.
Unfortunately, building a life in Morocco, a country with almost weekly protests against high unemployment rates, means trying to...
Look, they standing out on the corner just like Jake, man. Look at them. These Israelites, man. You can tell how they moving. Look, they stand out on the corner like damn Jake. Jake doing that right to this day in America.
Right.
Come on, man. I ain't never left the country. Them Hamites. He ain't never been to Africa, man.
They ain't never left the block.
Man ain't never left the state. Laugh on. I ain't gonna even get into that about people. I ain't be bugged out. Hey, but these people being oppressed. We're gonna move forward. We got other videos, but they are being oppressed in Morocco. Most likely these come from the 12 tribes of Israel, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So these are our people being oppressed in other nations. All right, let's move forward. Right. Y'all got anything, any precepts I want to bring out?
No, go ahead, Ken.
Okay, Ken.
You go ahead.
I'm gonna bring out another one. This was a sister that went to a restaurant of an Asian restaurant, and she was treating them fairly. No. This one was a fight that broke out with a Nigerian brother. Now we know Nigeria got a lot of Israelites in there because the Igbo and the Yoruba tribes are there. A lot of different tribes there. Not Hamites, Hebrew Israelites. Not everybody not a Hamite because they real dark. All right. This is they was in the club and the Asian guy got into it with a Nigerian, man. Let's see how it ended up. This is Chinese, it's Moab.
But also a misleading one. A few hours later, when they leave the club, there's a confrontation. A group of Chinese men have surrounded a man from Nigeria. A fight breaks out.
Let's get out of here.
The Chinese chase after the man wielding iron bars. The police arrive before things get more serious. What just happened doesn't surprise Frederick.
Confrontations between the Nigerian community and the Chinese community happen a lot. It always ends in a bloodbath.
The so-called Moab is going against our brothers, man, in Nigeria. They say every time they get together, it's a fight. It's a bloodshed.
Almost immediately, the police break up the street fight.
Come on, let's get out of here.
They focus their attentions on the African who dared to fight the Chinese.
You see how they focus their attention on the African, the black, so-called black man. You see how they snatching him up? But as soon as they came out the club, it was they said a whole bunch of Chinese guys surrounded the Nigerian guy. But so-called, they grabbed him.
Quickly, however, the street is filled with Nigerians, along with men from Senegal and the Congo.
Hey, what are you doing to our friend? What's he doing? Tell us.
There are only 3 policemen against a crowd of angry Africans, and they eventually...
I don't see why they're angry at. They just asking what they're doing with their brother. Where y'all taking them? You see how they use that wordplay on our people? This is in another nation. This is in China, man. They immediately grabbed the black man up, snatched him up. Give me Deuteronomy 23:3. Because these people ain't gonna get in the kingdom, man. They have a hatred for the children of Israel. Damn Moab, man. Damn incest babies, man.
Right.
Read it when you get it.
Come on, this is Deuteronomy 23 and verse number 3.
Mm-hmm.
An Ammonite or a Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
God don't even want them around our congregation. God don't want them around us. God do not want no damn Moab or no Chinese or no Japanese or none of them slanted-eyed bastards, because that's what they are.
Right.
Around our people. So they know, these people know who the black man is. They're number one, they're afraid of us. Number two, they know we the children of Israel, and they know we have power with God, and they're gonna treat us with disparity, hatred. They're not gonna give us a fair shot at nothing, and they're gonna talk bad about us. With they little 4'11" size 2 wearing behinds.
Behind 2-inch glass.
Behind 2-inch glass, yeah. And then they'll make it seem like they the best kung fu fighters in the world, man.
Right.
The real niggas were black, man. Not no dang on 4'11". Man, get out of here with that, man. Nobody. We'll get in that history later. I know Eli and the other brothers will bring that out. But these so-called Chinese men ain't nothing, man, compared to us, man. They don't even, God don't even want him in his sight. He said, don't bring them to the congregation. We don't want them around forever. So that's the question for Christians. Man. That off that precept alone, all nations can't be saved, sir. That's a cut to your doctrine. Because he just said 2 nations can't get in the congregation forever. Let alone the other one. Right.
You know they're gonna say it says 10 generations. Not knowing
yeah, they're gonna go and say that. He said forever.
Right.
And they names ain't on the gates, to the 12 gates for the 12 tribes anyway. They outside, they dogs. Yeah.
There ain't no squid on no plates, man. We're not doing no squid ink pasta, none of that.
Right. All right. Y'all got anything else on this? That's just the Nigerian brothers, which are so-called Israelites. I mean, so they are Israelites, not so-called. They're Nigerians. They just spread out all over the world. We all over the place. All right.
Right. Nigerians, a lot of Senegalese, a lot of Congo.
Yep. The Igbo and Yoruba.
Right.
All right. Yeah, them Israelites, man. They be saying some stuff, man. Oh, them ain't our people. They Hamites.
Hey, man, we going on Moab, man. We done it before.
Right. All right. We got another one with Moab. Let me see. I got one more with Moab, and then we'll move forward. I think this one is with a female where she went and ate at a Asian restaurant, and to see the hatred that happened to her when she was there.
She acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. So I said, okay, let me look at the menu. So I looked at the menu and I seen the shrimp broccoli plate. That's what I wanted.
Boom. Give me Deuteronomy 11:7. 11:9. I mean, not Deuteronomy. Leviticus 11:9.
I kind of knew she was going to go there. You know, just as soon as you started the video, I knew it.
Yeah, as soon as he paused there, I knew where he was going.
Leviticus 11:9. God told the children of Israel, he gave us a dietary law. We're not supposed to be eating shrimp, especially from no other nation. All right. Read it when you get it.
Come on. It says, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers.
That's your shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, squid, and all that stuff in between that don't have fins and scales. Read.
It's a lock. You got to add sea moss in there too, because
they eat moss. Stop eating sea moss, black people.
Right.
Stop eating that stuff. It don't have fins and scales.
Hey, man, there's a botulism case going around in sea moss. I just got that on Newsbreak yesterday.
Yeah, because black people think it's a plant, man. We not eating no sea moss, man. It don't have fins and scales and it come out the waters. If it don't have, read that again, King. Back it up. Start at the top.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers.
That's your sea moss. That's your anything that's in the seas that don't have fins and scales. Read.
Of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters.
There, go right there. He's specific. Any living thing. That's that sea moss. Go ahead, read.
They shall be an abomination unto you.
Sea moss is an abomination to you, black man. Stop eating that stuff out of the ocean. If it don't have fins and scales, don't eat it. All right. We had to bring that out because our sisters love that stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
And then you wonder why their pH bounces off.
Right. That's law. Don't eat it. That's why. Do you know what? God probably turned that spirit up on her when she bought that shrimp, man. He probably said, you know what? I'm gonna turn this dang on Chinese dude up on you because you breaking my laws. That's how God works.
Right.
He probably said, you know, I'm gonna put a spirit on her to just neglect you right now because you breaking the dietary law. Let me keep going on.
That's a judgment right there.
Right.
They served it to me. I looked at it, and when I looked at, because of the attitude, I looked at the food, and it wasn't what I had bought previous. She says attempts.
That's that spirit. You see the spirit got up on the chain. It put the spirit on her too. Like her, she said she ain't like it automatically. The spirit got, Most High put the spirit on her. Like, oh, we finna start some tension right now.
To get the order corrected failed, so she asked for her money back.
I just said, can I have my money back? And she said, no. I said, I can't have my money back? So I went and called the police because I feel like this was not right for you to take my money and then the food wasn't right. So I called the police, the Albany police.
Williams says it is not the first time she feels she was treated disrespectfully.
She said this ain't the first time. Why would you take your black behind back if you weren't treated right the first time?
Man, the things
that's us pleasing these other nations, man.
Right.
Some of this we bring on our own selves, man.
Hey, man. Our people are simple, man. They really simple.
This is what happens when you don't read to understand. Like this is that the law's done away with. You can do whatever you do. You can eat what thou wilt, and this is the man.
Let me say something real. Let me say something real right now. If a so-called Eve, a black woman in America right now, get into it with one of her best friends she been known for years, she will not speak to her if they get into a bad argument for the rest of their life. They get mad at each other and they will not speak to each other. Let alone you let another nation disrespect you and you go back into their restaurant and spend money with them.
Right.
Make sense.
I'm laughing because my mom did that with her friend. And it's funny, they have not spoken since.
Right. That's that hatred. Give me Leviticus 19:17. We hate our own people, man. Let alone if it was a all black restaurant, she wouldn't do that. If this, let's say there was a so-called Israelite running a restaurant, she wouldn't go back. That one time she get disrespect on, she didn't get right service from the other black person.
Right.
She will not go back to that place. Let alone today. If you go to one black, right. That's what our people do, man. But the other nations, they get them a pass. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go back again. They might treat me right this time. They might show me mercy. They might show me mercy. God sold you, man. Y'all don't read our Bibles. God say don't trust these people.
Oh, and another thing, Kings, you know, in most restaurants like that, they be infested with rats, roaches, and they'll still go in there.
Right.
You think they didn't eat to your plate?
Right. And they don't care what they serve you, especially a black person. They're like, oh, that chicken just fell. How long that chicken been sitting down? Oh, it's been. Oh, just give it to them. They can eat it. You get the nigga raw, they gonna eat it anyway. They like chicken. Give it to them.
Yeah, they ain't finna waste no food on us.
Right.
Hey, but
And
guess
they don't
what?
change. Yeah, go ahead.
The Most High gonna turn all that around because we can feed them whatever we want to feed them.
Right. And you know them Chinese so-called restaurants, man, they don't change their grease, man. They use the grease for everything. They fry pork in that same grease, chicken in that same grease, and they do all that one grease. They keep that same grease, man. They just filter it out, put it in another pot.
And the same wok.
In the same wok. You eating it. You eating the pork, pig feet, you eating everything. Crab, shrimp, all that in one batch of order of fries you get. You get an abomination of fries, man, when you get that. Because it's all that grease. All that damn. Hey, they be good, but you be damn. You be breaking the commandments like, you like. That's why we don't eat at these Chinese and Korean places, because they don't know what they do. Even if they got American people in there,
Jake still be in there, though, man. It's so-called 2026, and they still in the Chinese stores.
Right. Yeah, because it's number one, it's cheap. It's cheap eating for them, and they'll go in there and get it. Right. So, hey, it don't take nothing to go get some food from the store and put it on the grill, man. Make you a hamburger or something, man.
Right.
You ain't got to go in these restaurants and eat all this stuff.
Hey, man, your stir fry better than they fried rice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's clean. You know what you're putting in it. You got that precept. Read it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, even support your brothers and sisters, man. Especially in the community, the Israelite community. Support those that's actually trying to serve clean food and it's home cooked. Support
right. We got our sister that's baking. Aliyah's wife, rib, man. Put your information on the thing, so we can get your name. She bakes goods, man, cakes and all that stuff. Clean.
It's gonna be clean ingredients because she's adamant about those ingredients. So
right,
you don't
put
know
your
you're
page out there, sis, and I'll put it up on here so everybody can see it. All right, y'all want to hear more of this? We're gonna move forward.
No, bring that precept out.
Bring that precept out. Yeah.
What's that precept?
Leviticus 19:17.
Come. All right, come. This is Leviticus 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
right,
and not suffer sin upon him.
And we got to rebuke our neighbor and not suffer sin upon them. And when we see our people off, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, and they know the laws of God, and we teaching them, we're gonna correct them, even if they want to hear for beer. Now knowing our people, like most of the people that's in the world, Israelites in the world, that don't know the Israel, they against their own people, man. Let alone there would have been a wing place where all black ran. She would have been like, I ain't coming to this place no more. Put a bad review, called everybody on Facebook to blast them.
Oh yeah. The
news, but ain't nobody paying no attention to her because the Asian restaurant probably still prospering because Negroes still going in there.
Yeah, people still go into the restaurants no matter what just happened. They'll still go. Oh, it didn't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that mindset.
Right. So like she got mercy, right? She got a light judgment, right? Because it could have been way worse, right? Let me show you how much worse it could have been. Let me get Deuteronomy 32 and 39. She has no idea. She's playing with fire right now, dealing with Moab and Moab's food, dealing with that filthy, abominable shrimp. All right, go ahead, bring it out.
Come on, this is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I am he.
Hey, Salaki, that's the Most High. That's the Most High talking his talk, right? Same way Jake said, I'm him. That's what the Most High just said. Yeah, I'm him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else with me neither. Go ahead, read.
Right. And there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So he had mercy on her, man, because he could have took her life. That could have been a judgment. He could have had a death angel come and just unalive her right there. Right? She could have ate that shrimp and started breaking out and had to been rushed to the hospital. I had a brother in the world that had that happen to him. Had a bad batch of shrimp, man. He started scratching all over the place. He called me, yo. I said, what's up? He's like, yo, man, I had these shrimp, and I'm like, I can't stop itching. Right, so I'm driving. I'm driving him to the hospital. It's just like he's scratching, like he got chicken pox or something. I'm like, yo, Most High, he's not playing, man. Yeah, she got a light judgment. She got lucky, but she keep playing with the Most High. Eventually, she gonna find out the wrath. But I give.
We're gonna finish up on this video. We're gonna get a little bit more on it. We're gonna move on to some more Moab, and we're gonna get over to the East Indian man too. We don't hit the Edomites. All right, we don't hit multiple nations on here, man. The Edomites,
Elam.
Elam. Yeah, we're gonna hit Elam too. They got their little hatred. Oh yeah, now did I get the Arabs? Yeah, they in Morocco. That's who were oppressing them in Morocco was the Arab man. They was getting oppressed by them. And then the EU came in there and said they're going to do something. They didn't do nothing. Let's finish this up.
By an Asian merchant. She says that she attempted to purchase a wig from a local Asian store.
Then she purchased a wig. I didn't get too in depth with this video.
Oh, my goodness.
She purchased a wig from the same Asian person. No. They selling wigs and food at the same place, man. And she eating her.
That's madness.
Bro.
Recently, and was told, along with other black women in that store, that they could not try the wigs on.
I'm wondering if that was just a culture of how they do things, especially with
so-called black women shouldn't be in there trying on no wigs in the first place. I'm gonna keep this video. I'm gonna keep this in archive, man. This video, it hit the food and the black woman going in there trying on wigs.
Right.
Let me keep going.
with maybe black people, because the beauty store, there's a beauty store also on Central Avenue, right? And I went there, and I wonder if it's just because we as black people are frequent these shops and we get treated any kind of way.
Moab knows, and Ammon. Moab and Ammon knows, the Koreans know that so-called black women love that hair. They know that. They gonna treat y'all bad because they know y'all want that hair. Y'all want all that beauty supply stuff. Trying to follow your oppressor. Envy not that oppressor. That's where it come from.
There's a reason why they need that, though. Huh?
Read it.
Let me get Isaiah 3:17, right? This why she trying on that hair.
Say what it say Hosea? What you say?
Isaiah 3:16.
Yeah, I can barely. I think you kind of went out a little bit. I know you said Isaiah. What now?
3:16.
3:16. King.
Gotcha. Because it's Isaiah chapter 3 and verse number 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go.
Hey man, that sound like the Israelites. That sound like a so-called black woman today, man. Right? The so-called Hispanic woman, they walk around like that, like you know what I'm saying, like their derriere don't stink, right? We don't.
And making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, and keep going.
No, go ahead.
Therefore, the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Hey man, he said, I'm gonna take your hair. Since you want to walk around so proud, with your neck stretched forth like you all that, rolling your neck at every man in your pride, I'm gonna take your hair from you. That's why you in there trying on Moab's wigs. That's why you're getting Elam's hair from all over the place and spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it. Right? Finish it out.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
Hey man, he said it's gonna be some stink in some other parts, man. Listen, that's the pride, man. The women gotta humble down, man. You might get a full set of hair when you do that. Right? But I yield.
Hey, the so-called East Indian, they be praying over their hair before they send it off too.
It's a fact.
I seen a documentary where they actually cut their hair off. It's a sacrifice. They do a sacrifice with their hair.
Right.
Sacrifice to their gods.
Right. So you putting the idol on your head, and you give me a Proverbs 3:31, and you envying the oppressor. So you just topping sin on top of sin.
Right.
And that go for you too, man. Yeah, they got the men wigs now. They got the men wigs. They got the wigs. Yeah, they gluing the hair to the man head. So the so-called Jake, you ain't out of it either.
Yeah, they putting weaves on the men now.
Hey man, right. Jake is finished, man. Jake walk around with pocketbooks, man. It's finished. It's over.
Right. Get that, King.
John, this is Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
The oppressors is all the other nations besides the 12 tribes of Israel. Follow none of their ways. All their ways are faulty. It's not of God, and they follow their own traditions, which is not of God. God gave us a heritage to follow. He don't want us following these other nations because he know they vile and wicked. Why would he want you to follow somebody if he gave you, do this, do it right, and you're going to be my people and you my chosen people? Don't follow them, though, because they wicked and they got idols and they do everything else. But the 12 tribes of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, shoot, they can't go a day without following their oppressor. All right? We was there. We was in the world. But, hey, we came up out of that, man. We changing our ways. We die daily. Not literally dying, but our spirit, we die daily. Come back and do it right every day. We pray fast, and we try to change our ways. All right? So let's move forward, man. Y'all got anything else before I move forward? We got to get on Elam now. Got to get on Elam now. This is what we got here. Elam. That's China. All right. Let me find a video of Elam and we're going to move forward. That one. Y'all got anything else to say while we bring this up?
No, go ahead, King.
All right, this dude is in India. This is a gentleman in India. He's a so-called black man. Hey, everywhere all people go, they're going to get treated. These other nations know who the Israelites are. And they're going to treat us, they're going to oppress us and treat us wrongly. All right, so let's get into it. Let me make it bigger for the audience. Fair use, fair use.
Arnold has lived in Delhi for 2 years. These are tense times. A friend of his was assaulted by security staff at his building in an apparently racially motivated attack.
He called him Kalu. Kalu means monster.
He called him Kalu. He said the Indian guy called him Kalu. That means monster.
My friend got angry. Why do you call me Kalu? Why? Then they took my friend to the basement and he was beaten up. He had 2 fractures. And as of now, he hasn't studied for a year.
Last May, another Congolese student in the city was stoned to death after a row with...
They so-called stoning our people out there, man. Stoned to death. So they'll let you know they know we the children of Israel, man. They stoning our people in India.
The rickshaw driver. Violence, insults, and even housing discrimination, often part of a daily life for the 30,000 Africans living in India's capital.
The way they eat, drink, live, everything is different. People say...
You hear what he's saying? You see what Elam saying? How they eat, drink, and think. Everything is just so different about them. Right. Listen to them.
Say that they end up eating the street dogs.
We don't think that thing on your head is, and the way your eyes looking is wrong. You off, man. You probably got your shoes off right now and clicking your feet. Burning some incense. Eating curry chicken, eating curry pork, man. He got the nerve to talk about our people, man. They busted over there, man.
Look at the look on his face. He looks bugged out.
Come on, man.
Like
ain't nobody
paranoid.
He probably sitting on a magic carpet with some feet out, with his food sitting next to his feet, and he gonna try to talk to us like we off. Man, no, y'all off, man. Y'all sit Indian style with your feet next to your plate, man. We ain't doing that. Let me finish it out, because he gonna piss me off with that turban on his head.
You're trying to be like us, man.
And that's how they come to America with that same attitude, looking at us at the corner store. Look, that you see how his eyes looking. That's how he be looking at us, making sure we ain't stealing.
Yeah, exactly. Like
out of the 7-Eleven, or we be in the damn Texaco, and he looking at us, looking at our hands, making sure we ain't stealing.
You're
The
just looking
hatred,
at
look at the hatred, man. I'm gonna keep this video archived too. I like this. Oh, stinking Indian, man.
Oh man.
Families are scared that they'll chop up their kids and eat them.
He said, dang, they got so-called beauty supply stores in India over there, man. Look at that. In the black community, man. This thing is set up just like a ghetto in America. This is where the so-called blacks in India be. You got the market right here on the right, where they're selling cold drinks and things of that nature. And then they got a phone store. If you look at the sign, they got right here a beauty supply store for the black women. Because ain't no East Indian woman going in their hair store. Unless they selling their hair. They selling their hair to the store. That's crazy, man. This video deep right here.
And they know how powerful they know how powerful our women's hair is, because
I gotta go back. I gotta go back and hear what he said, man, about us, man. He
just the way he looked, it just sets it off too.
Right. But you see this, the so-called black ghetto and it's in India, bro. That lets you know we scattered all over the world. This is in India. It's a ghetto in every nation. It's a ghetto, man. And our people out there, man. Look, let me play.
The way they eat, drink, live, everything is different. People say that they end up eating the street dogs, while families are scared that they'll chop up their kids and eat them.
But he don't say that about the Chinese man eating dogs. He don't say that about the so-called Moab eating dogs and chopping up dogs and eating cats.
Right.
He wouldn't dare say that out of his mouth, man.
Man, that man ugly, man.
Let me finish it off, man. I had to go
back.
The
issue reached a tipping point after the student murder, with African ambassadors threatening to discourage new students.
Look, so-called black woman in the salon
from coming to India.
In India,
Authorities responded by calling community meetings in neighborhoods with large African populations. Many Africans in India are students attracted by the low cost of life, or businessmen looking for opportunities in Asia's third largest economy. Loike Panya is one of them, here since 2011, and unlike some others, his experience has been largely positive.
I think of India as my second motherland. She educated me and fed me for 5 years. I learnt a lot of things from India.
There he go, Cleveland.
I love their culture.
After all the hatred that he went through, he still saying, I love it here. My friend, his friend was unalive, man. He said he got beat in the basement. And he said, I love it here still. I love this place. Wow. Our people love oppression, man. We're going to get me in and Deuteronomy 28. We're going to be oppressed always. What's that? Deuteronomy what? 33, 28 and 33. Read that. This is a curse. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
So this is why he in India. If you listen to what he said that they said that a lot of them, the immigrants come there because it's cheaper cost to get an education. So that lets you know in their homeland back in Africa, they nation was raped by and all the resources taken by the European man, the white man. So they have to go to other nations to get an education. Read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
We're going to only be oppressed and crushed always. No matter where we go, these other nations are going to oppress us and they're going to crush us always. Even if he go back home in Africa, they still going to oppress him. He's still not going to get a fair shot. They're going to take all the resources from him. He's not going to have ways to get a good education. All right, it don't matter where he going in the world, our people gonna be oppressed always. Are you, King?
God.
Hey, these some good videos, man. They actually showing our people in other nations, man, how our so-called all blacks think that it's only in America that we being oppressed. We seeing in Venezuela what's going on there. That a lot of them gonna be oppressed. They ain't seeing it now. They praising Donald Trump for taking their president out of there, but they gonna see what democracy, racism look like when the white man get down there and try to take over.
Right. Kanye. Let me get Micah 2 and 10. Because this is what this brother got to do. This is what our people got to do spiritually. Right? Because, our people are too in love with the places where they're at, not knowing that it's all going to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
I bring it out when you got it.
Come on, this is Micah chapter 2 and verse number 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
He done seen his brother get unalived and everything over there. Right? You got Elon disrespecting him and treating him like filth over there. The same way Esau and the other nations are doing to us over here. Yo, we got to arise spiritually and depart, man. Let this place burn. Right? Let the Most High cast judgment upon the place. Come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and be saved out of this thing, Lord willing. Right? Finish that out.
Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
This is what's happening to our people, man. We're being destroyed with a sore destruction in a polluted land, man. Right? Let me get Amos 7:17 also. Amos even he takes it a little step further.
Come on, is it Amos 7 verse 17?
Come
on, this is Amos chapter 7 and verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
That's what happened with this brother's brother, man. He fell by the sword, man, in a polluted land, right? You see our women as harlots and destroyed in America all day long. You see our sons getting killed on the streets, right? Read that.
And thy land shall be divided by line,
Mm-hmm.
and thou shalt die in the polluted land. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land.
We went into captivity into this place, Babylon, and lands of India, because we failed to keep the commandments of the Most High. He's dispersed us into polluted lands among vile nations and people. And they hate us because they know who we are. They know we are the chosen of the Most High. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? It's only right for us to come back and keep the laws and the commandments to get ourselves out of this situation. But I get
Oh, praises, man. We got to come out of here. Come out of these nations, man. Come out of their ways, out of their culture, out of their vile heritage. We got the one and only true heritage that God gave us himself. And we got to live up to it, man. We got to embrace it and take it on as ours, which it is. All right. Let me get give me Revelation 18 and 4. Because it's talking about Babylon the Great right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also talking about the spirit these other nations have, just like Babylon the Great. Like Canada, Australia, they move just like Babylon because they drank of her wine and all her lies. Read that for me.
It's Revelation chapter 18, verse number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Don't be partakers of her sins. That's in America. All the places that America dwell with, the EU, Africa, if they moving like America, don't take a hold of her plagues, man, and her sins, because hey, it don't reach heaven. And the Most High God and his son, they tired of it. And he gonna send his son back to destroy these nations and save us. That's what salvation is. Being saved from your enemies, people. the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. We've been oppressed always for going into the breaking God's commandments.
Right.
The more we break God's commandments, the more we get punished by the Most High God, man. So to come out of that, we can't follow the other nations. We got to come back to our heritage, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and repent from our evil doings. All right, that's the only way we can come back and do right. All right, we're gonna get this last video and we're gonna wrap it up. All right, this in Korea. We don't went all over. Next one in Korea. We don't went all over the world and show our people being oppressed by the enemy, and that they don't like us. They hate us. This is a quick clip, short, fair use, for our people in this a black guy in Korea, so-called Israelite. He's an Israelite, so-called black man. All right, we're gonna fair use.
One of the downsides of living in Korea versus another country?
I guess people's comments, they don't mean to be racist, but they just don't know. I was at a store one time getting help from a worker, I won't say where, and he was helping me, and then as I was talking Korean, he's Korean, we were talking a lot, as he was helping me out of nowhere, he just said, look, I love black people so much, he says, I like the music, the hip hop, and all that very much, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. thank you, yeah, I'm pretty sure he wanted to use it to connect, so I was like, you know what, yeah, definitely, because I don't sound hip-hop-esque, whatever people call it, so it is what it is, honestly,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
People still assimilating.
Right.
They still doing it, man. He said, oh, I don't want to tell what store it is. Let it be in a black man's store. He would have been blasting that store. You see how you're protecting the oppressor? He probably said some other things. He just didn't want to say nothing about it. But our year came. That was the Korean. We done went all over the globe and showed our people being oppressed, and racism started being towards them. All right, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you gotta come out of these nations. Read the Bible. You are the main character in the Bible. And you can't be saved if your enemies are coming with you. If your enemies are coming with you, what's salvation? You got to be saved from something. And there ain't no invisible devil jumping around you being saved from. That's what the Christians think. There's some invisible devil walking around, you got to be saved from him. No. The so-called white man and his evil ways, that's devil. All right? So we need to be saved from him and all the oppressors, all the other nations. Stop doing. Y'all got to come up out of that, man. Y'all gonna see it. A lot of our people gonna see when it's too late, when they about to be unalive and they figure out these other nations really don't like them.
Right.
And this judgment happen. Yep. Go ahead.
I got this one precept, man, that our people need to really realize, and it's in the New Testament. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Yeah, this goes deep in depth with that previous precept. Because basically we gotta separate ourselves from these people. So this is just another thing in the New Testament where it's letting us know, like, we have to be separate from these people. Not one scripture in the New Testament is telling us to be equal to these people. But go ahead and bring it out when you got it.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17.
Come on.
Wherefore ye come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord.
Be ye separate. Be ye separate. Where do y'all get be equal from? Let's have equality. Like where is this coming from? When I hear our people talking about equality, obviously you're not reading the scriptures, especially in the New Testament. Like, it's telling you in the New Testament, be ye separate. So I don't see where our people get this, we gotta be equal, equality. Like, I don't see where y'all getting this from, because obviously y'all are not reading. Keep going, man.
And be ye separate, saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. The Lord said it. The Most High God said it. So Paul didn't say it. Elijah didn't say it. Mattathiah didn't say it. The Most High God, yes, he said it. Keep going, man.
And touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
See, hey, like I said, the Most High said this. It's right there. Like he's letting you know to be separate from these other nations. They are not good for us. Yeah,
Right.
we have to be here amongst them, but that don't mean we gotta try to be equal to them. But yeah, I yield with that.
Oh, God. So, Paul, let me get Isaiah 51.
God.
And you start at 17. You're going to read that all the way down.
Come on, this is Isaiah chapter 51 and verse number 17. It says, awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem.
Well, Jerusalem is the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American, similar Indians. It says, stand up, awake, awake. Right? Spiritually awaken yourself up out of this place, man. Bethink yourself in the land of your captivity. Realize who you are. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
Which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury.
Hey, man, we've been in these curses for a long time, man. We done drank the cup of his fury. We know what he coming with. We know the destruction and all manner of unalivings that he's coming with. We've been on the receiving end of that. It's time for us to flip that. Let these other nations receive that wrath. Right, read on.
Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out.
Right, read.
There is none to guide her among all the sons of whom she hath brought forth.
Right.
Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up.
Read on.
These two things are come unto thee, who shall be sorry for thee. Desolation and destruction.
Those two things, desolation and destruction. That's what we've been getting for hundreds of years, right? From the time of 1492 to 1619 to 2026, right? That's all we've been getting is death and destruction and desolation, right? Read on.
Come, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee?
Go ahead.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net. They are full.
Our people stay in the streets, man. Our people stay lying in the streets, man. Teddy bears and candles all over the damn place. Cards, right? That's where our people be at. In the streets. Right? Go ahead.
As a wild bull in the net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
And our young ones, man, the so-called YNs, they full of the rebuke of the Lord, right? But it's aimed at the wrong people. They aim it at their own people instead of aiming at these other nations, right? Read on.
Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Wait a minute. He said, you afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Right? We ain't talking about no strong drink. We ain't talking about no Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot or Pinot Grigio. Right? We talking about the wine, the doctrine of America, Babylon. Right? That we're all equal doctrine. Read on.
Thus saith thy Lord, the Lord and thy God that pleased the cause of his people.
The plea the cause of all people.
Of his people.
Right.
Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
And we coming at that point, man. Listen, our captivity is almost over. He's about to turn this thing around, right? But we got our part to play, and our part to play is to follow the law, statutes, commandments, and wake up our people, man, and get them out of. We gotta. I hate to say it because the damn white man say it all the time, man. We gotta pull up our bootstraps and get to work pulling our people out this damn place to America, man. This damn Babylon, right? We don't.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
And that's what we've been seeing all day long. Our people bowing down themselves to the enemy as if they were the street and letting these other nations walk all over them. Right? But I'll yield. Go ahead, Ken.
Oh, praises, all praises. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. We're gonna read down and to 4, verse 3. Because our people got to gather together in these last days. All right, not with other nations though. We got to gather together with the children of Israel, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American.
That's right.
When you get it, King.
Come on, Zephaniah 2 verse 1.
Read.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We are a nation not desired. We just showed that through all the videos we showed tonight. All the nations that we're scattered to, we are not desired people. And these other nations know who we are. They know who to oppress. They know who to treat badly. They know who to put hatred on and put racism on and treat us not right. They know who we are. That's why we treat it wrong in all nations. Read.
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass after chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Right.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. That's judgment from the Lord. You fall in these other nations. Read.
Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth.
Say that one more time, King.
Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth.
You're supposed to seek the Lord, you Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Seek the Lord while he can't be found. Read.
Which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness.
Right.
Seek meekness.
That's the law. Righteousness. Keep going, King.
It may be ye shall it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
So when the time of judgment come, when them nukes start flying, you want to be hid from that. But you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandment. That's the righteousness he's telling you. And you got to gather with your people. I yield, King.
Yeah. All praises.
All right, we're going to have to wrap this thing up. Y'all got any more precepts? Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 26:16. I'm going to read that all the way down. That'll be my last one.
Come on, it's Deuteronomy 26:16.
Start at 15.
Verse 15. Look down from the holy habitation, from heaven, and bless thy people Israel.
No, bless all people.
Bless thy people Israel.
Right.
And the land which thou hast given us, as thou swearest unto our fathers, a land that floweth with milk and honey.
This is the promise that the Most High has given to the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian that repents and comes back to the laws and the commandments and keeps the word of the Most High. Right? Read on.
This day the Lord thy God hath commanded thee to do these statutes and judgments. Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy God, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice.
All right, go ahead.
And the Lord have avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments.
Right. To do what?
And to make thee high above all nations.
Where we supposed to be at?
Above all nations.
We supposed to be high above all nations, man. They shouldn't even be able to hold a candle to us in any regard. Right? We talk about the sons of the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth, the seas and all that in them is. Right? We talk about those children. Right? They should not be able to do a damn thing to us. Read on.
Which he have made in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he hath spoken.
Amen. And all that is attributed to you when you come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and keep the faith of Yahweh Shai Mashiach and the righteousness of the Most High. And I'll give.
God, all praises, man. Tonight we showed that all nations, all 17 of them, hate the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, which is the seed of Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Israelites. Either you like it or not, we're going to say it boldly. We are the Israelites.
That's
we're going
right.
to say it boldly to the end. Until we unalive, there's no more breath in it. We're going to yell, we Israel. All right. New moon is coming up. It's a Shabbat right now. All right. If you want to get in, come congregate with us, you can go on our Instagram page, which is the Servants 144. We do have the information out there. If you want to donate to us, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. If you want to donate to us, you can go to the Cash App that's at the bottom of the screen right here. All donations go to our assembly, and it's for the pushing of the truth. It's not for no personal gain. We're not doing for filthy lucre.
For the feast days as well.
Feast days and things of that nature. And if you want to come, hey, if you're a man out there, a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, you want to come out here and preach the gospel and learn more, reach out to us. Our email is also down at the bottom. We're looking to build more and just build up our congregation. All right. The Most High gonna send us the right people. If you fit it for that, you'll come along with us. All right. So y'all got anything before we wrap it up? This was a good one, man. We had to bring it out because a lot of our people in these last days, man, they gotta come out from none of these other nations. These nations hate our guts, man. So we had to bring it out. Y'all got anything before we close it out?
I was slack. I was gonna say Jacob's Trouble's around the corner, so that's another thing. That's a warning right there.
Right.
So, and this lesson ties in with that you should not be trying to connect with these people. You shouldn't be trying to, hide out with these people, because you do that, they're gonna make an example out of you. So get away from these people while you can. Separate. That was my closing precept right there. That separate.
Right.
The Most High calls for separation from these other nations, and then He will receive you. Because if you with these other nations when all hell breaking loose, as if they're gonna protect you, they'll swindle you in. But
let me get one more precept before I go, because you just spoke on something. Give me Isaiah 13 and 14.
All praises.
Because every man gonna turn to his own people. God already ordained for us y'all to come back. We just compelling y'all to come in. We're doing this. We be doing this prophecy right now. We're getting y'all to come back to your own people. Read it when you get it.
Isaiah 13 verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, this is Isaiah 13 verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be as the chased roe,
mm-hmm.
and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Right.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Right.
And flee everyone into his own land.
So everybody gonna go back. It's prophesied that the people gonna go back to their own people in their own lands. All right. So we just here to get our people, which are the Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, compel y'all to come in. God put the spirit on us to do that, and that's what we doing about Feed the Flock Friday. Go ahead, King.
All praise, man. That's all I really have to say about that, man. Just understand what times we in, and don't be caught up with someone that's not your kindred. I'll say it like that, because you will be made an example out of, especially from Edom. That they love to make examples out of our people. They do. I'm not disclosing other nations. They will too, but Edom is number one at making an example of our people.
Right. Well spoken.
All praises to the Most High.
All right. Shabbat Shalom to the 12 tribes and the servants assembly. All right, my brothers all over. Hey, Shabbat Shalom and happy new moon to the family. That's right. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna eat, drink, and be merry tomorrow. We're gonna congregate in Zephaniah 2 and 1. We doing that, so you gotta congregate. That's part of being an Israelite. You gotta congregate. God wants His people together. And hey, we'll see y'all next Friday on Feed the Flock Friday, man.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.